Salut, bonjour. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to take charge of your emotions. If you can't take charge of your emotions, people are going to take charge of your life. If you can't control your emotions, people are going to control you. When people know your trigger points, when people know what to say to get under your skin or what to do to get under your skin, they are going to do it more and more just to get at you. Overly emotional people can't win in life because they are controlled by their feelings. They react based on how they feel. If you want to be powerful in this world, you have to learn how to truly master your emotions. Emotions are temporal. Whatever emotion we feel, they are temporal. So don't make permanent decisions based on your temporal emotion, based on how you feel now. So many people have lost so many amazing things in their lives just because they didn't know how to control their mouth. So many people are in jail just because they can't control their emotions. So many people are dead just because they reacted based on their feelings or their emotions, which are temporal. So many people are sick. So many people have lost so much money. They have lost amazing relationships, amazing woman, amazing man, just because they can't control their anger. They didn't know how to react to things. So many people have lost job opportunities. So trust me, you need to learn. You need to learn how to control yourself. You need to learn how to control your mouth. You need to learn how to control how you feel about things, about situations. Avoid conversations that are going to trigger you. Avoid things that are going to trigger you and make you go out of character. At your workplace, in your relationship, anywhere whatsoever. Okay, avoid things that are going to make you react irrationally. So when you're in a relationship, you have to learn how not to react when your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife triggers you. You have to learn how to close your mouth shut, pin your mouth down. It's not everything you see you will say. It's not anything that crosses your mind that you will just say. You have to learn how not to take things personal. You have to learn how not to react to things. Even when people say things that you don't like, or even when you see things you don't like, you must not talk about it at that moment. You must not bring it up. You must not analyze it. You don't have to react immediately. You don't have to react based on how you feel. You don't have to say things in your heart. You don't have to bear your heart out. I'm not saying don't clear the air, don't share your feelings, or how the thing is happening in your spirit and your soul. No. I'm just saying that before you want to talk about sensitive issues or things, you have to think it through. You can't just blah and start talking and start going out of character because the person that you're trying to at, the person is going to feel like this person is actually mad because you yourself, you can't see yourself in action. You can't see how you're acting like a mad person. So don't you ever allow people think that you're mad, that you can't be controlled or you can't even control yourself. Always put yourself in check. Don't react immediately when people trigger you. Don't say anything you're going to regret. Sometimes when people piss you off, they are the ones that did you wrong. They are not right. But because of the way you wrongly reacted to that thing, because of the way you rashly reacted to it, you will not end up apologizing to the person. You not end up saying, no, the person will be like, you overreacted. I didn't even mean it that way. Then you start apologizing. You now start trying to make it right to someone that wronged you. So always remain calm. Sometimes when someone tells me something I don't like, I just don't react immediately because I know that if I react, I'm too honest. I'm too straightforward. If I tell the person what I have in my heart or how I'm feeling, the person will go and buy a new life. The person will not just block me. The person will not just hate me. The person will want to throw me out of this world. So what I tend to do is I don't reply the message immediately. I don't respond to the call immediately. So I try to put my head in the right state first. I don't rush to reply the messages or to talk about that thing. I just let it be. I'm not talking about it. You're not going to beat me if I don't talk about it. I just ignore. Don't let your anger control you that you end up saying things you're going to regret. Stop reacting and start thinking. Just shut up and think things through before you react. You must not react to everything anyone tells you. You must not respond to everything anybody tells you. Okay, nobody's gonna beat you if you don't respond. Nobody's gonna beat you if you don't reply or if you don't pick that call. Sometimes just ghost those people that want to trigger you. Okay, make them look stupid by not responding. That is the best way to respond to people that want to trigger you, people that want to get under your skin. So don't you ever go out of character and be like, I need to put this person in his place. I need to put this person in her place. No, you don't really need to put anybody in their place. You must not react or respond to that issue. You can just give it some time. And when we give it some time, our brain starts analyzing the issue, trying to be sure if we are the ones at fault or to be sure that, man, it's not even me that is at fault. Whether you're the one at fault or not, it doesn't matter. How you respond to the issue is the main focus, is the main cocoa. Make sure you respond in the most strategic way. What I mean by this is you have to consciously know that when you respond or when you react emotionally, you're not going to gain from it. So I always make sure I respond in the most rational way. I throw away my emotions. I'm not emotional when I try to talk about sensitive things. I make my point clear. I'm not bent on, okay, I want to be right. Respond in a way that makes the person feel like you understand where the person is coming from. Okay, that's another way to win any kind of emotional whatever. Don't always be bent on I'm right, I need to be right. Before you respond to anything anyone tells you in this world, you have to be sure that your response is going to be to your advantage. You're going to respond in a way that is going to be in your favor. That thing is going to favor you. Don't respond with your emotions and at the end of the day you're going to lose everything. No, you have to be strategic, you have to be calculative with the way you respond to things, with the way you deal with issues. If you want to go far in life, you have to be able to control yourself. Sometimes I see people on the road fighting, breaking each other's car when they bash each other. And I'm like, after destroying your cars, am I going to be the one to repair it? No. You have to be the one to sort out your car. You have to be the one to take it to the mechanic. You have to be the one to spend your pounds and dollars on your car. You have to consciously learn how to control yourself. Most of us have so much anger boiling in us. We have so much anger, akwara, in us that sometimes when people do things, we transfer the aggression to them. Or when people say things we don't like, we transfer the aggression to them. But you don't have to transfer aggression to people that did you nothing. You don't have to overreact when people say certain things to you. Stop being oversensitive. Stop taking things too personal. Stop taking life too seriously. Sometimes when people say things you don't even like, just laugh it over. Just say, you're not happy about it, but just say, I'm not saying that you should be a people pleaser. I'm not saying that, people should just ride on you and you can't defend yourself. No. I'm simply saying that there are better ways you can defend yourself, which will make you be in control. You have to always be in control of your life. If people can control how you react to things, how you feel about things, that means that they can control your life. We all know what can happen to our lives if people can control us mentally, emotionally. Most of us are angry because of the things we saw as kids, maybe in school, in our family, around us. So we still have that anger in us that sometimes when people do things we don't like, they trigger those subdued memories in our mind, in our head, and we tend to, react. Things too that have happened to us as grown-ups, as adults in our past. When people do things to us, those things tend to trigger those memories that we have that we don't even know that we still have them, or things that we've passed through that showed us pepper in life. So walk through your traumas, walk through things you've passed through before, face them head on so that people won't just trigger you or you won't react in ways that you can't even control. I'm not a saint too. I have been so very much emotional before, overly emotional in my past before. And when I look back, I'm like, are you sure this person is still this person? We've all been there. Trust me, we've all been there. But it takes conscious effort. It takes mastering your emotions. It takes being aware to make you not to overly react to things. Trust me, you're going to get it all together. I remember when I used to stammer. I don't know if people have noticed. Sometimes in my videos, I try to. It's either I talk too fast, or I try to stammer. Then I'll now hold myself back, or I'll say the thing. I'll say the word twice. If you pay attention, you notice in my videos, I try to say things twice, a word or a phrase twice. Some people that stammer, when you can't just express yourself the way you want to express yourself, it makes you to become so angry, and you react in ways you don't even like. And later you'll be like, "Ah, wow, is it me that reacted like this? Ah, are you sure it's me? C'est moi? No, c'est pas moi." Trust me, even when you can't express yourself the way you want to express yourself, you must not say that thing that you want to say out. Even if the thing is just here and it's choking you that you can't even say it out. My earring. It doesn't matter. Just swallow it back. Just shut up and don't say anything. Because when you're trying to force that thing, force it, and it comes out, boom. The thing is like a bomb, boom. Because when you're trying to talk, you're trying to think of what to say, you're stammering. The person you're talking with has said 1 million things, and you can't just. Then finally, when you say that thing, it's like, boom. Like you're like, let me say this one and finish this person. You don't need to finish anybody. People should even know the things you have in your heart to do. Don't over talk and over. Then you say things that will make people want to stay away from you. That will destroy that relationship or that marriage that you are in. You can talk, but you're not going to carry out that action. You're not going to carry out whatever you said you're going to do. But the person will just think that you're going to do that thing that you said. But that thing you said, you don't even mean it. So stop saying things that you know that you're going to regret. It is not what you bringing out from your mouth. Swallow it. Swallow the spit. Do like this. The person will be like, don't you have anything to say? You'll be like, can we talk about this later? Okay? Don't worry, we'll talk about it later. We're going to revisit this issue. Not talking about that issue, that moment is going to help you clear your head. It's even going to help the other person clear his or her head. Trust me, it helps. You must not analyze those things immediately. You must not address that issue immediately. If you know that when you're addressing that issue, like you're not going to do it so well and be excellent at it, at addressing it and winning whatever argument or whatever issue that is at hand, like do it so well, please don't address that issue. Don't talk about it till you're sure that you're going to do it so well. Write down your points, write down things you're going to say. Sometimes when people say things you don't even like, type it out. Don't send it immediately. Look at it again and again and again. The next day, the next 2 days, and over time, you're going to realize that your emotions are you're not even so emotional again. You're going to see that you're not even feeling the same way you were feeling the first time you typed that thing you wanted to send out. So, finalement, don't react immediately. Okay, give it time. All right. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment. What part of this video did you like the most? I always like when you guys communicate with me in the comment section. Let's talk in the comments. Subscribe if you have not. And finally, follow me on all other social media platforms with the name. It's still the same name I'm using here on other platforms. Love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye.